Hello, traders, and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, September 16th, 2016. Traders coming to you from Thailand. Bright blue sunny skies, white sandy beaches, cool. People are already walking around outside. Absolutely gorgeous today in Thailand, and we deserve it. We've had 4.5 days of rain. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL. FXCL Excellence in Trading. Please come visit our website at fxclearing.com for your trading solutions. Traders, also come visit me at Twitter for the London session at FXCL Alerts 1 on Twitter. Traders, like I said, welcome on a Friday. Interesting markets yesterday. We'll talk about that. And coming into our weekend break, big week next week, we've got BOJ, the Fed. Yep, full week next week. I think the markets are going to clam up probably Monday, and they're not going to do nothing until the Fed makes a decision. I don't see a rate hike, but anything's possible. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday, and I am your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006, and in 2008 I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later came to Asia, Bangkok, Thailand, to celebrate my retirement for 3 months. Well, traders, I'm in my 9th year living here in Asia and absolutely loving it. It's a great time zone to trade the markets as I trade
over 10 minutes away
Asia in the morning.
We'll see the release of Singapore export.
And oops. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, that was. There we go. All right. Sorry about that, folks. That's what happens when you do this stuff live. Okay. So, I'm here in Asia. It's a great time zone. Trade Asia in the morning, trade London at 1 p.m. Bangkok time, and then trade New York at night. About 7 o'clock, get on there for the New York session, get in about 45 minutes early, and we trade New York. Traders, I'm a pullback trader. I love to look at candlestick charts. I love being a technician. I love doing an analysis on candlesticks. They tell you a story. I love looking at price structure, price failure, price action, and again, price levels. Remember, Forex repeats itself, and that is so valuable to us as traders. So, if you can read a chart, don't make the charts out more than they are, right? All you need to know is 7 candlestick patterns, decision candles, indecision candles, a couple of major configurations that show you that prices at resistance has probably got a good chance it's gonna drop down. Like you might have a couple of dojis, a hangman, right, at resistance, and it's a good chance it's gonna come back down, right? So you just keep an eye on that stuff and watch your time frames on your charts. Then I listen to fundamentals, and fundamentals are really important as we need to know what's going on around the globe. Fundamentals come out every day. Today we have a pretty active day today. Not too bad, not like yesterday. The New York session got absolutely slammed yesterday with data, and most of it was not good. So you take your fundamentals, you take your technicals, you put them together, you come up with a trade plan. And the trade plan basically is how you're going to trade that currency pair for today. And once price gets to my position, we take the trade. And basically, it's a set and forget unless something goes wrong. We need to get out of bad trades early. Don't let it hit your 50 pip stop. Maybe you should get out at the 20 pip stop because the trade's gone against you, right? So, of course, you're going to do that with Fibonacci tools to see levels and price levels and make sure you're okay in your trade. So that's how I trade, and I do it every day. I've been doing it since I started. I was very fortunate to be in a trading room that was very aggressive and very, very hard on you. And, it's brought discipline, right? Discipline and confidence in my trading. Listen, I don't win every trade. I probably lose more trades than I win because I get out of trades very early. I don't let my losers go, right? We grab them real quick and get out. All right, that's enough about me. It's a Friday. I'm glad about that. Beautiful day today here in Thailand, and we're looking for lunch at the gazebo today. Looks like that's what's going to happen. Beautiful day. All right, let's do the Forex disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex or any other financial market. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, remember this is a game of capital preservation. live to trade for tomorrow on a live account. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, that's our risk disclaimer. Keep the legal people happy. Let's jump over to news and commentary. Let's see how the markets close. Finally, a green day on Wall Street. The Dow 30 up 0.99%. The S&P 500 was up 0.01%. The Nasdaq was up 1.47%. Small cap 200 was up positive 1.17%. Let's go over to London and see how they did yesterday. The DAX is up 0.85%. The FTSE is up 0.51%. The CAC 40 is up 0.07%. The US Stocks 50 is up 0.41%. Another green day in the Eurozone. All right, let's head over to Asia. Let's take a look at what's going on in Asia. The Nikkei 225 currently trading 0.13% in the green. Also, the S&P ASX 200 is in the green at 0.81%. The China A50 closed yesterday at 0.90%. And the Hang Seng closed yesterday positive 0.63%. With the Kospi at a Seoul is on a holiday today. And the last time they traded, this is their second day on a holiday. So they did close when they finished at 0.40%. So that's what's going on with the numbers. Let's take a look at our economic calendar. Let's take a look at what we have off today. Hong Kong is on a holiday today. South Korea is on a holiday today. And China remains on their holiday for the Mid-Autumn Festival. So do have some things going on. All right, let's take a look at what we have in the economic calendar today. I think I was wrong. There we go. That's not nothing. I don't think we have to worry about the ruble. All right, the U.S. session, we have core CPI month on month for August. And traders, that looks like that is it. Wow. Very slow day today. Even medium impact, very slow day today. It's a technical trading day for sure. We don't have nothing today, folks. My mistake. I thought we had an active news day today. We do not. It is absolutely quiet today. Reference data. All right. Okay, that's okay. We can do that. All right. So commentary. Yeah, yesterday was pretty interesting. The New York session definitely rumbled as data barraged the New York Open with they had a bunch of data come out yesterday, and retail sales and all this stuff, and most of it was bad. But it looks like the dollar regained some strength yesterday, and the markets apparently turned around. Apple was the big one yesterday as they announced that they had sold out their iPhone 7s globally, and the markets really liked that. And Apple was the third day in a row they were up. When I turned off my computers, they were up at 114.47 per share. And, you know, remember 2 weeks ago they were at 94, right? So they are creeping up, and Apple's doing okay. Commentary is the markets are going to start to clam up, friends. They are going to start clamming up because nobody's going to trade in front of the FOMC. And it's just the way it is. The whole world is waiting to see what the FOMC does, and we will know next week. I don't think they're going to do anything. They might surprise me, though. I've been surprised by them before, so it wouldn't surprise me at all. All right, traders, let's get to the charts. This is the euro dollar. Pretty ugly chart, I have to say. This is sideways. However, my bias is bearish. I want to sell this at 1.1244. We'll take it down at 1.1210. This is only a 30 pip trade. I don't like this trade plan, by the way. Do not like this trade plan because it's in the middle of a lot of junk. I really would like to see this pull back to the all-one pivot point and then come back down, right? I just don't think that's going to happen. I think if this is going to go down, it's going to dribble down from here. If you take it off the trend line, the problem is you're going into a 55 EMA, a 10 EMA, and a 200 EMA, and you're squeezed on top by the daily pivot. This is not healthy, right? This is not a good trade here. If you clear the 200, maybe you can get in the trade there, but now your trade is, down to 20 pips. Unless you can and I didn't do it. Go to a higher time frame and see what is left of the chart, like on an hourly, and see what's going on there. So I have a trade plan, but I don't like it. So I'm probably not going to trade it on a Friday. I don't want to go into the weekend with a hit, right? It's just not a good thing to do. Weekends are supposed to be enjoyable. So we'll see. I'm definitely not leaving anything overnight over the weekend on the table. So, all right, let's head over to the pound. Pound's basically the same thing. Pretty slack price action for a day that they had a lot of data come out yesterday also, and nothing here. They left interest rates unchanged. It wasn't a big deal. They had a little down move there, and it's come back up to, again, the 200 exponential moving average. Look left of the chart. How many times this has come to the 200 exponential moving average and could not break through it. And at that time, it was coming down for support. And then you have price action now coming up as resistance, and it can't break through that either. Even though it looks like the last candle might have closed just above it. These charts are fresh. I just took these snapshots very recently. So, all right, let's head over to the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar. Here we go. Up move yesterday. A little surprising. I was expecting this to come up, but this is okay because now we're at the 200 and we want to take this to the downside. I looked at a 2-hour chart yesterday. I tweeted it out at FXCL Alerts 1 on Twitter, and I tweeted out an Aussie dollar chart in the London session on a 2-hour chart for a pullback to the 23.6 Fibonacci level. And it looks like this might have made it now to that level. And, we just want to sell this, folks. Just want to sell this, right? And we'll see what happens here. We're going to get in at 0.7511. We'll get out at 0.7453. Nice 60 pip trade on a Friday. I'll take it all day long. We just got to close below the 200, get a bearish candlestick formation. I think the most positive thing of this trade is the 10 exponential moving average is on top of price if we print a red candle after this one. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. My favorite. I really enjoy this Euro Aussie trading it. It has a mind of its own. It's unbelievable. Okay, so what do we have here? Look at that 10 exponential moving average crossing the 55 EMA. This was your clue, folks. This was your clue that price was heading down with a 1055 cross. And this just rode the 10 all the way down to where it is now because it's bouncing off the 200 exponential moving average. I don't think this is going to retrace. I think this is going to just continue down. I'd love for it to retrace to the daily pivot. We can get in at 1.5000 and we'll get out at 1.49. This is a 100 pip trade, my friends, a 100 pip trade. So we just need to make sure that we're in line for this trade. Now, the other thing is we can take this trend line break, which I think is probably going to happen, but we have to break through this 200 exponential moving average, and it has an issue with that. So we got to get below this trend line, retest, and then we'll take it down. And if you take it from there, it's a 50 pip trade. If you take it from the daily pivot, it's a 100 pip trade, 90 pip trade. So either way, the entries are good. You're just going to have to watch it. There's no data in Asia today. So this is, we'll see. This is pretty interesting. But I think for an intraday trade, this Euro Aussie is probably the best bet on the charts. Let's take a look at the Euro Yen. This worked out fine yesterday. We were expecting this to come down. It did. Now I'm looking for an aggressive pullback to 115.69. We'll get at 114.2930, somewhere in there, 29 or 30. And this is, that's a 130 pip trade here if this works out the way we want it. There's a good chance it's just going to come back up to where I put a star there on the chart for the daily pivot point, and it's going to come up to there, and it's going to bounce from there, and it's going to head back down again. And that's fine. You can take the entry from there. To go back up to that R1 pivot, R2 pivot, you got to get through a lot of stuff. A 10, 55, 200 exponential moving average, and a daily pivot point. That is a lot of stuff, my friends. So we'll see how it happens. We're probably going to end up taking this trade off the daily pivot to the downside. Remember, bias bearish on the Euro Yen. Let's take a look at New Zealand. Sort of shocked me this morning when I came back after getting some hours of sleep. And I saw this chart, and I was like, wow. I was not expecting this to pull back up again, and it did. However, my bias is still bearish, and we're looking to sell. What a great spot here to sell it at 0.7326. We're at resistance. We have two red candles. If we can close below that 10 exponential moving average, I think that would be great because I want that on top of price. and we can get an entry here. Now, we're coming into some stuff here, right? Look at the 200 exponential moving average and look left of the chart. We're going to get some kind of a bounce. I don't think it's going to be major, but we're going to get a bounce. And then we're going to get a definite bounce at the daily pivot, and I would get out of the trade by then. If you look left of the chart, there's a lot of price action in here. This is a great trade, but it's going to be a bumpy ride. This is not going to be a smooth ride on this trade. So looking to get in at 0.7326, we get out at 0.7264, and let's see how it goes. But remember, my bias is bearish. But this surprised me when I looked at the chart today. Wasn't expecting this up move so big. All right, traders, that wraps up our 6 currency pairs. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilda, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I want to thank you for joining us this week. It was a great week. A lot of fun doing videos and looking at charts and trading. Quite exciting, I have to be honest with you. And we got an exciting week next week. Hopefully the markets do not clam up, but traders, I got to tell you, I think it's going to be long hours next week until that Fed makes their announcement. I think it's Thursday. I'm not sure. I have to check. I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday or Thursday. For me, it's Wednesday for anybody on Wall Street. Traders, please come visit our website at fxclearing.com and also follow me on Twitter in the London session at FXCLalerts1 on Twitter as I tweet through the London session up to about the London launch. Traders, have a great trading day. Remember to trade smart and not hard. Traders, will see you in the next Asia session. Take care now. Bye-bye.